guys, what's up? Welcome back. So first off, thank you guys so much for requesting this video because I have not even done a brow tutorial on my channel whatsoever. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my brows look fleeky. And I know every time I do a makeup tutorial, they're always already done. So you guys get to see step by step of how, and I'm sorry if my bun is going crazy, but anyway, you guys will get to see step by step of how I make my brows look like this. So I'm super excited, and I'm actually going to be using 2 products in today's video because I don't use a lot of products when it comes down to doing my brows because I feel like it just wastes too much time. And I don't know, I just feel like how I do my brows, it works for me, and it's very simple, it's very easy. If you are a beginner in makeup, this tutorial will be very easy to go by. So I wanted this to be super easy, super quick, and very straight to the point. So the 2 products that I use are my Holy Grail products. First of all, very good products, you guys. These are by Benefit Cosmetics. So the product that I use to trace out my brows and fill them in is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I use this all the time. I use it so much to where I have been through maybe like 5 or 6 of these already. So I'm in the shade number 5. I love this pencil. I swear by it. It is all that I use, and I just can't see myself not using this anymore. So love this. And I also use the Benefit 3D brow tones, and this is the very last step that I do, and this is supposed to kind of like highlight your brows, give it that, you know, kind of sheen to them, and you can actually see it like when you're out in the sun. But I use this just to make sure my brow hairs stay in place all day. And that's one thing that I really love about the 3D brow tones is it acts like a gel, but it doesn't dry down as hard as a brow gel. So love this stuff. This is in the shade number 4. So these are the only 2 products that I use on my brows. Oh, I almost forgot, like the very important step is a concealer. So this is what I use pretty much to clean up the brows, but other than that, that is all I use on my brows. It's very simple, very straightforward, and you guys will get to see that. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do my brows, then let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm actually glad that I'm filming this right now because it is about time for me to actually arch my brows. And I never go anywhere to get my brows done. Like, I don't get them waxed, I don't get them threaded. I do them myself. So I always get these little archers from Walmart. You can get them from CVS, Walgreens, anywhere really. But this is what the little blade looks like, and I will try to have it linked down below if you guys are wanting to buy it online. But yeah, it's just a simple little razor that I use for my brows. And first, before I even put this on my brows, I like to moisturize my brows so that they won't be too dry while I'm, you know, arching them. So I'm gonna take what I've already put all over my face, which is this facial oil by Korres, and I've actually been loving this stuff. I purchased this during the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, not much, just to moisturize my brows so they won't be too dry, and it just makes it so much easier to arch them when they're like this. So yeah, first moisturize your face or your brows because you don't want to, you know, be arching them on a dry face because, you know, it's not cute. So I like to start at the very top and work my way down. You want to be very gentle with this though. Just work my way down and just shape up the brow. As you can see, it's already cleaning it because these are like long overdue. I have not arched my brows in a while. And I do the same thing on the sides. Just try to keep that brow shape because you don't want it to look, you know, deformed. Now the bottom part is always kind of tricky because this is where you get your brow shape pretty much. So really what I do is start on the outside right here, and I'm just gonna flip the blade like this and just rub it upwards just to clean up under there. And then I kind of pull my skin up just a little bit just so I can see more and get that hair that's under there and clean it. Then what I like to do is pull the skin up again and kind of take it like horizontally and brush downwards, just to get whatever is down there, which is pretty much nothing, but I still like to get all of that off. And I like to go back over it just to make sure all of that hair around the brow is gone. You'd be surprised how much hair or how much, you know, peach fuzz there is like right above your brows. It's a lot. Now what I like to do is take a little more oil and place it right there in the middle. Rub it in. Kind of rub it on the brows too, might as well. And get that hair that's in the middle. I don't have a unibrow, but it's still like there's still a little peach fuzz in the middle, and I just like to get that off too, just to clean it up. Now taking a makeup wipe or a little makeup cloth and just wiping the brows. That way I can kind of see everything, you know, see what I missed. And it looked pretty good to me. So I'm gonna keep them like this. Now for the fun part, for the brows, I like to use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I use this all the time. So, did y'all see that floating around? So I am in the shade number 5. And first what I like to do is brush out my brow hairs, even though they look brushed out, but I still like to take the little brush on the side of the pencil and kind of brush them upwards. Like so. Now taking the pencil side, I'm just going to lightly fill under the brows, like lightly, very lightly. So you want to use a light hand with this. Start right here, kind of draw the bottom of my brow, because I have very thin hair right in this area. So I pretty much just start my line right here and then work it towards the end of the brow. Now that the bottom line is drawn on there, I take the little brush or the little spoolie at the end of the pencil and brush my hairs down. And then take the pencil and trace the top of my brow. Lightly though, not too heavy-handed. Very lightly. Now that that's done, I go in and kind of fill it in. This is also with a light hand because this pencil is very pigmented. So you want to use a very light hand with this, and I just fill everything in with light strokes. And the center part of my brows, I don't fill in. Like, I do not touch this area right here. I just touch the bottom and the top. And because this right here is what I go in later on, like after I get done applying my foundation and stuff, I kind of blend it all into the foundation so that it can have that gradient look right there. So I use my little spoolie at the very end of like pretty much of all of my makeup tutorials. So I do this last. So right now we're just focusing on tracing the brows, filling them in lightly, and then we'll clean it up with some concealer. I always feel like this brow is better than this one, but everybody says they're not twins, they're sisters. So yeah. All right, now that the brows are drawn on, now we're gonna go in and clean everything up because it looks crazy. We're gonna clean this up with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and this is in the shade Amande. And I'm gonna take this little brush. This is from e.l.f. I just take the little slanted part because this is perfect to trace out the brows or just clean them up. And I just take a little bit of that concealer and draw under the brow. And I just drag that concealer down onto the eyelid. And take a beauty sponge and blend that down. And I do the same thing on the top. I just take a little bit of that concealer and trace the top part so the brows can pop. And then just wipe it up, blend it upwards, and then blend it out. Sometimes what I like to do, if I feel like the wing of the brow is too thick, I go back into the concealer and just kind of go and just kind of trace under it again and clean it up some more. All right, so this is pretty much all I do with the brows. Now my next step is to do my whole face with the foundation, set it and all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then before I finish up like the very last step of my brows, I'll come back so you guys can see how I do that. So I'll be right back. All right, now that the face is beat, now we're gonna go back into the brows, and I take the other end of the Benefit Precisely My Brow and brush inwards so that whatever product is on my unibrow, or whatever you call this middle area right here, it goes into the brow, if that makes sense. So it kind of blends in and it kind of gives it that nice soft gradient look. I like that look more than I do like a brow that's kind of chopped off. That looks very sharp on the inner corner. So I just like to blend everything together. And this is also with a very light hand because this can get messy real fast. So you gotta be very careful with this. So just lightly blend it so it can look faded. See how this side looks more blended and faded than this side? Yes, so we're gonna do that same thing over here. All right, now for the very last step, and sometimes I don't even do this step, but for the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and do it. I'm gonna take my 3D brow tones, and this is supposed to kind of highlight your brows, but it doesn't really highlight mine. It just makes my hairs stay together and stay, you know, stay put all day. So this is in the shade number 4, and this is what the little brush looks like, and I just kind of brush it all in my brows so that everything can stay put. This kind of acts like a gel, but really it's supposed to highlight your brows, but I just like it. I don't know, I like using this as my brow gel. It just gives it that extra touch that I really like. But yeah, this is how the brows look after I am complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys if you have been, you know, trying to learn some new techniques with your brows. I hope this video helped. If you love this video, thumbs it up. You guys know the drill. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe so that way you guys will never miss out on any of my uploads. And yeah, I think that is everything I have. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.